All right.
That was the best take yet.
Yeah, that was the best take yet.
That was the worst one.
Whatever. This is fucking Drinking the Theory podcast here.
Take number 57.
And we got... I don't know the cool name I came up with last time. Fucking escaped me. We got Jimmy fucking Wildman fucking Haldeman over here.
Bones.
Bone Man, whatever.
Boney.
And we got fucking Jesus God over here. Fake Jaime, Mike.
That's
whatever the fuck his name is. He's got so many names now, I'm fucking confused. And I've known him for a long time. And this is Jake coming out like a fucking taco out of a burrito or something. I don't fucking know.
I love this episode of Coast to Coast.
Tonight on Drinking the Theory podcast. This is Drinking the Theory podcast. Yeah, a little Steel Panther there, baby. Yeah.
This thing's out of tune.
Yeah, no shit. Tonight on Drinking Theory podcast, we're gonna be discussing some Eyes Wide Shut shit, and we're gonna jive a little about Kubrick. We're gonna talk some pedophile rings, and we're gonna see how deep into Nicole Kidman we can get.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The last 5
She has
takes,
nice
I said a
boobies.
bunch of hashtags that you guys should fuck it. I'm done. I don't even care about it. So yeah, in a little bit here, we're gonna talk about some assholes and.
I guess I'll go ahead and say the joke for the 30th time. Eyes wide shut, ass wide open.
It was a lot funnier the second time. This time, I don't know. It's just pure anger now. I'm almost done my fucking drink, too. So yeah, that's what we're going to talk about. But I got a serious question for these two motherfuckers.
Go ahead.
Sitting across from me. We gotta know. We gotta talk about it. Alex motherfucking Jones.
Yeah.
What do you think of that shit?
I think it's bullshit. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't care if it was the Young Turks, man. If they were to get censored just because somebody didn't like them, I'd be fucking angry too. Listen, and a lot of people try to argue, or private companies, they can do whatever they want. Yeah, they can. Doesn't look good though. And when you start, when it starts with Alex Jones and then it ends with everybody who just happens to say something that they don't like, then you guys aren't gonna be like, they're a private company.
Yeah, you're not gonna be too happy when they tell you can't talk about fucking Russian collusion anymore. Yeah. I mean, Christ. Yes.
It's the first steps. Listen, I know it sounds like I'm doing like a slippery slope, like I forget what they're called. But it's basically like it's the first steps towards fucking. What is it eventually going to come to? You just can't say anything as long like you can't go on any of these private sites. You can't go anywhere because if you do, you're not allowed to say whatever you want.
Yep. Wait until they take your fucking porn away from you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, look at this. Like, all the same people who are like, yeah, Alex Jones was an idiot, are the same people who want net neutrality. And it's like, you realize we have net neutrality right now. We have it. We have net neutrality. Okay. And then, wow, companies can abuse their fucking powers anyway on the internet. Who'd have thought? Yeah. How's that net neutrality shit going?
Yeah. Mike, what do you think? Because my fucking mic is gay.
No, yours is working.
I mean, I pretty much feel the same way James does. I just found it weird that all these companies joined together at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Like
CNN's been pushing for a long time.
Like somebody above all of them.
Yeah.
It's like, you got to do it right this fucking second.
Yeah. Well, if people really get out there and look into it, people, I'm telling you, get out there and look into who's running your mass media, your media on TV, your media on the internet, your magazines, your newspapers, anywhere you get information from. Just look at it. Look at it and research it and look. You will find there's only 6 companies There's only 6 companies that run all of that shit. There's only 6 companies. There used to be more. There used to be a lot more. Back in the 90s,
And now they're all
there was
Zionists.
a lot more. But slick fucking dick there, Bill Clinton, who everyone loved, rapist. Anyway, he signed some fucking bill, which you know what? Look it up. I don't know the technicalities of it. I ain't gonna act like I do. He signed some bill that fucking just opened the floodgates for all these motherfuckers to just keep merging and keep merging and keep merging and sucking up the smaller guy and sucking up this guy.
Man, I wish I could get
So now all your radio, everything. You got like 6 companies. 6 companies.
Yeah.
They run it
if
all.
the internet was a dick, Bill Clinton was like...
6 companies. 6 companies and 5 of them are fucking liberals. So...
Yeah, the short of it is that you don't have to like Alex Jones to like fucking freedom of speech.
But they're coming for you next, dude.
Yeah.
They're coming for you next.
Listen, I know people who are like, come on, it's not a big deal. It's whatever.
It'd be a big deal if they fucking did it to
It's
you.
it's a big deal when it's gonna
Ask
be...
H3H3. Is that how you say
Yeah,
it?
H3H3. Fucking Ethan Klein, his fucking podcast. Listen, he's
got
a fucking liberal. You know, I mean, he's apolitical. He doesn't really talk politics, and he
yeah.
doesn't really he's not really a dick, and he's not a dick liberal. You know, he's one of the very few liberals who aren't insane. So it's
and he got shut down.
I guess we did go full fucking...
well, I'm sorry, but there's a fucking fine line to be drawn. It's okay to be liberal. It's not okay to be fucking liberal and insane. Because and a lot of well, it's not okay to be on the right and insane. Well, listen, it's a little bit different. People who are far right are a lot less scary than people who are far left.
And for the people that don't know what we're talking about, H3H3, Ethan Klein, whatever you want to fucking call him, he got shut down by YouTube mid fucking live podcast just for talking about Alex Jones.
And what I'd imagine he'd probably say. Now, I don't know if he got to talk about it in full, but if Ethan Klein were to talk about it, it would be, hey.
He was just talking about what was going on. Like,
well, yeah, but knowing Ethan Klein, he was going to throw in his opinion.
Nuts, or he wasn't.
Well, he was going to. Well, knowing Ethan Klein,
he was just throwing out there what is happening right now.
Yeah, Tony said he did a stream.
Well,
he did a stream. Yeah, but he did a stream on his talking about getting shut down. His stream getting shut down.
And did he get shut down?
Talking about Alex Jones. No, he didn't get shut down this time.
Okay. Yeah. I tried watching that one. I didn't set aside the time. But the point is that knowing Ethan Klein, he probably was going to talk about it, tell you what was what was happening, and then he was going to be like, "Here's what I think about it." And knowing H3H3, he's probably going to say, "Listen, I fucking think Alex Jones is a nutcase. I don't believe anything he says. But when somebody gets shut down like that, who's next?" Like that's probably what he was going to, because he's a YouTube content creator. He knows firsthand. He knows firsthand what censorship is like.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So that was my big question I had for you guys.
Well, now Alex Jones is asking for a congressional hearing.
Well, you know what? He should get it.
Well, they did that. They did that to some guy, some artist in the '80s. I forget his name.
Well,
they let him have a hearing. They let him have a congressional hearing.
You're talking about Dee Snider.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't just Dee Snider. It was.
It's all metal music.
Yeah.
When they first made the ratings board.
Yeah, it's when they first made that ratings board. Yeah. Dee Snider gets picked out at a bunch because
he fucking ripped her.
Oh, dude, he ripped her. And you can go on YouTube and find that video. Dee Snider, congressional, whatever, blah blah blah. I think it was like 1984, 84, 85. I may be wrong on the date. I don't know. But Dee Snider might have dressed like a freak and sung weird music, but the guy was very intelligent when he had to sit down, and he really lashed into her. It was pretty good. It was pretty epic. But yeah, so yeah, I was just wondering about that.
Dude, if I ever had to go in front of Congress for a congressional hearing,
I'd rip my penis out.
Yeah, I was gonna go somewhere along those lines, but not quite. I was gonna say they'd really have to fucking tell me to shut up because I'd be a dickhead. I'd be a dickhead.
I would too.
I'd be like, I'd be.
You would
like,
have to be. You'd have to be to get your point across, especially in this day and age.
Well, because I'm gonna assume it'll be on TV, and one of the first things I'd say, because you know what I always hate about politicians, I have a very good vocabulary. when a politician speaks, I understand what they're saying. But you know what? Half the fucking country
don't.
Half the country fucking doesn't. Okay? Half the country doesn't understand the formal speech. Understandably so. What's the fucking point? That's why I don't use formal speech, because there's no communicative point. It has no merits. It's just fancy language at that point. It's just to make yourself look good. Now, that being said, one of the first things, if I was in front of the fucking Congress, I'd be like, yeah, can you guys simplify your vocabulary so that the rest of the fucking country understands what you're saying? Because this is on TV, and I want everybody to know exactly what you guys are saying.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
All I know is if we ever decide that we're done with this whole podcast thing, we just got to do our last
Next week, we're done.
We just have to do our last episode on Sandy Hook and how it was staged, and then we're done.
They'll shut us down for us.
Yeah. So that's the whole Alex Jones thing. Don't know what anyone else's opinion is, because no one ever comments on anything of ours.
Yeah, how about you guys fucking comment, you fucking narcs.
And we now have, on the Twitterverse there, we now have 1,251 followers. Yay. I don't know what they're doing following us. They still don't comment.
Somebody's listening. And the new episode's out. If you're listening, you're part of it, because I guess we can say it. We're officially fucking. I guess we're still apolitical, but we're definitely not hiding it anymore.
Yeah, somehow we're on the train.
We're on the Trump train.
We're on the train. The train has picked us up and has ran with us.
So that's what we're running with.
So
whatever. Fuck it.
Oh, look at that! Thanks to here we go. Thank you, what these fucking names? Thank you, Clara Trumper X. She retweeted about us recording our new episode tonight.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
With special guest, what was that guy's name from AC/DC that died?
Bon Scott.
Oh yeah, I'm here. Thunderstruck.
And wow, she's retweeting a lot of our shit. Thank you.
Thank you.
Someone should get on there and thank you. Yeah, we'll get to it.
All right, so what are we actually talking about today?
Okay, so this is going to be. I know this is my topic. If you listen, or if you're a new listener, me and James usually switch back and forth every week, and in every fifth episode,
we just talk about whatever comes. What we press record, and then whatever comes up comes up.
And sometimes it's pretty messed up, and I'm sure most people wouldn't want to hear the messed up stuff, but other stuff are into the messed up stuff. So we like to have a variety. But anyway, this week is my topic, and my topic's a little chaotic. Because
kind of like my Dungeons and Dragons alignment.
Yeah.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. We're now called D&T too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. D.
We should say
D&T.
It's on Maya. D&T. Our mic's just peaked.
Okay.
Careful, don't fucking blow them out.
Okay, so what we're going to talk about is it's a mishmash of stuff.
You just made every female listener wet, right?
Dude, I'm almost done with my first drink here, and I'm not ready to pour a fucking another one because this mic shit.
Welcome to 98.5 The Smooth. Any female listeners out there, drop trowel, because we're about to start playing some smooth jazz.
Okay, but seriously. Yeah, so it's going to be kind of a mishmash of shit. I don't want to go too in-depth about Stanley Kubrick, because there's another time, another place for that.
Yeah, moon landing fake. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But I want to hit on some Stanley Kubrick. I want to hit on some MK Ultra.
Okay.
I want to hit on some what the hell is it called now? Some kind of ring. What did I say before? Yeah, better.
How the fuck you forget that word?
But because this drink was very strong. So this may be interesting. So if you're listening, don't stop, because it's going to get fucking weird. Okay. Don't stop believing. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I want to talk about that. And I want to get deep inside Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, so do I. She has nice
You know,
boobies.
Can't say that.
Oh, I
remember?
can't say that.
Because
That makes your mic cut out, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. I kept making the mic cut
I
out.
remember because Eyes Wide Shut was such a boring movie that I fell asleep like 20 minutes in. But I remember when they're arguing in their room and smoking weed and Nicole Kidman has no shirt on. I'm like, fuck yeah. That's fucking awesome. I fucking like it.
Okay, and with that being said,
And then she cucked fucking Tom Cruise, and then I was like, I don't want her anymore.
and with that being said, Eyes Wide Shut, Stanley Kubrick. For people who have seen the movie, yeah, you may find it extremely boring. You may find it that it's not complete, and you may find that it made absolutely no sense.
My movie friend says it sucks. Well, not it sucks. She said it's his weakest movie.
Yeah,
not sucks.
Yeah,
it's just his weakest movie.
I would agree with that it is his weakest movie.
But it was cut to shit, to be fair.
Yeah, but you have to understand, Stanley Kubrick actually died the day after he screened it to the producers. The day after he fucking...
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, he fucking
It's like
died.
he shows it to the producers and they're like, we need to fucking get this guy
He
out
died.
here.
He died of a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died of a fucking heart attack. And so pretty much it was up to them to finish the movie.
And from what I understand is they cut out a lot of shit.
Yeah, they cut
There's
out...
missing footage.
They cut out up
footage.
to 25 minutes. And some people speculate
And that can be whole that can be whole scenes. Like
Yeah.
that can like anywhere between like 20 and 40 minutes can totally change a movie.
Yeah, and some people speculate that 25 minutes kind of made the movie make more sense
Yeah.
to people who...
And possibly sent more messages.
To people who wouldn't understand it. Because there is so much symbolism in that movie. A lot of people will tell you if you believe that you're fucking crazy. It's just a movie, blah blah blah. Yeah, to a point, it's just a movie. But the bottom line is Stanley Kubrick was an artist when he came to making movies, and he expressed everything he could.
And he was very anti the powers that be because didn't he lock up a bunch of fucking CIA people in a fucking truck because they were trying to fuck with his movie and he had them fucking locked up in a van?
No. What it was somehow Stanley Kubrick was one of those directors that basically he had the run of the mill, like especially after oh my God, Dr. Strangelove. After Dr. Strangelove, Kubrick could do whatever he wanted. He actually had clauses in all his contracts that movie execs could not manipulate, change, or put their input into any of his films. He had complete control, which is a fucking rarity when it comes to that type of person.
They'd never let that happen again.
No, it makes you wonder. And the instance you're talking about is when...
was it The Shining?
No, it was the war movie.
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, your favorite movie,
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
Where
You look like you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose. Sorry.
Where on the set, who was it? Was it Frodo? No, it wasn't the guy who played Frodo. Who the hell was the actor? I don't know why I thought of the guy who played Frodo.
The guy who blows his brains out?
No, I can't remember. But it was a
Joker.
It was a fucking war scene, and they were filming a war scene, and he asked Stanley what was with the van off to the side with all the suits in it, and Stanley said those are movie execs.
Oh, they're the movie execs.
Yeah, he's like they're not allowed on my set, which was that's unheard of.
Yeah. Well, I don't think any movie producers or anything would ever let that happen again.
And
they would never do that again.
And like I said, Stanley
Kubrick pretty much held power over them.
Yeah, he did, and that's mind-boggling. A lot of people think that goes back to Space 2001 Space Odyssey, which goes into the whole moon landing conspiracy.
That was weird because I want to know because you know how have you ever heard of the black object that orbits the Earth?
Yeah, the Black Knight satellite.
Okay, now I don't know when that was discovered, but do you remember there was a black object in 2001 Space Odyssey? That one was Space. It was 2001: Space Odyssey made. That was in the 70s, right?
No, it was in. I believe it was 68. When we land on the moon, 69. This was in 68.
That's crazy because that movie was really ahead of its time in terms of
big time.
In terms of cinema. Wow, I'm a fucking idiot.
See, the cameras he used to make that movie.
Yeah.
Were actually same cameras like NASA used.
Yeah, because that movie looked like it was at least 10 years ahead of its time.
Yeah, totally.
It looked like a 70s or an 80s movie.
Totally.
But that being said...
and just one thing to point out with Space Odyssey. The computer in Space Odyssey, its name was HAL.
Yeah.
H-A-L.
H-A-L.
Just H-A-L, isn't it?
H-A-L.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
H-A-L. Okay, take the word IBM.
Yeah.
Every letter is one ahead of the other from HAL.
Oh, wow.
Or wait.
Yeah, IBM.
Yeah, I just had a brain fart. Yeah. See, that's the little things. Like, people say it's... some people say, oh, that's just coincidence. No, it's not coincidence. Stanley Kubrick was an artist.
He was very detail-oriented.
He was very detailed. And most directors, most artists... Like, if I was filming this room right now, we're in... Like, think about it. When we want to go on video for our podcast...
Yeah.
This room is going to be set up, and we're going to have stuff placed where we want it.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have things exactly.
We're going to put things where we want, how we want it to be seen, how we want it to be seen, and what we want. What we want to be seen would probably be on this wall if we have cameras there.
And we're going to do it for a reason.
Yeah.
And every artist is like that. You can just go back to like when I was younger and I started driving demolition derbies.
Mm-hmm.
For the people who don't know about that, demolition derby. Pretty much you take a car, you strip it apart with a bunch of other rednecks, and then you get into a dirt arena with a bunch of other rednecks, and you just smash the hell out of each other and see whose car can last the longest. That's a demolition derby. When I first started running those, when I painted the cars, I used to put hidden messages on my cars that only my friends would know. I know it sounds.
No, I'm laughing.
It sounds goofy.
I'm laughing because I'm thinking of something else.
It sounds completely goofy.
It's not goofy. I'm thinking of something else.
We used to put
I'll tell my story after
messages to each other in that way. That is the same way that Stanley Kubrick did.
Yeah.
And I'll throw up a couple things. That'll show that's what Stanley was doing.
It's
Other
funny.
people think it's bullshit, but
it's fucking
not.
funny because you're absolutely right. Because I remember in high school when I used to do projects, I used to hide dicks in my projects.
Yeah, see,
I used to draw hidden dicks.
Yeah,
all the time.
And for I would say for the detractors that think the whole Stanley Kubrick putting shit in his movies is a bunch of farce. All you have to do is look at the term. They have now Easter egg. Okay.
Well, Easter egg
that's
for video games.
That's all you hear about now. Easter egg in video games, Easter eggs in fucking movies, Easter egg in this. Blah, 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 blah. Stanley Kubrick, as far as I'm concerned, he was the fucking godfather of that.
He was the fucking rabbit.
He puts.
He was the fucking rabbit. That's
he put so much shit into his movies, and a lot of people like me, I believe he was trying. I honestly believe he was trying to. Give us a message. He was trying to cut us in on things that we didn't know or we don't know about, that he had the privy to know about because of his
status.
Wow, I'm just fucking rambling about this guy.
Well, you're not wrong. Oh, here's the thing. Like, my thing with 2001: Space Odyssey is that I think that. Can you look up the Black Knight satellite? Can you look up when it was discovered for me?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Because I don't think it was discovered that long ago. I don't think it was fucking...
I think it was one of the first things discovered, like when they started checking out space and shit like that.
Oh, wait, really?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
Because I remember there was a black object in space in 2001: Space Odyssey that's very important to the entire story.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
It's
look at the history.
But yeah, it's there's.
Is there any year for when it was discovered? Well,
I've seen this part about supposedly Tesla.
I think
Tesla
it-
had radio
yeah,
signals
yeah.
from it back in.
Yeah, but he didn't know that was that. I'm reading now. It says 1954. A UFO researchers found it.
No, 54.
Yeah, it says.
So that's pretty far back.
Yeah, so he would have known about it already.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay. Well, I thought it was discovered after the movie was made, because that would be that. Imagine that. Imagine putting that in your movie, a black fucking object that's relevant to the entire story of the fucking film.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden
it's a thing. That would be the fucking ribbon on the fucking present right there.
Yeah.
That would be like
totally.
that's how you know.
Yeah, totally.
He fucking knew something. But if it was discovered in 54, that was like 10 years, more than 10 years before that. So.
Okay, before we get into Eyes Wide Shut, I just want to talk about The Shining for a second. Dude, we could do a whole episode on
We're just doing a rundown though.
But
do you still have ice cubes, by the way?
Yeah, they're
I'll get them.
They're in the freezer.
Here, talk to Mike.
Freezer.
I need to get ice cubes because I'm having another drink.
So you had The Shining, which I'm torn on the Hollywood thing, because we're finding out all this fucking crazy shit about these people in Hollywood. But
I mean, I've been just sitting here thinking about how he's such a good director, and supposedly he didn't touch any kids. It's amazing, right?
yes, yeah. So it's The Shining. The Shining is one of my favorite movies, and it's not one of Stephen King's favorite movies.
Yeah. No.
Stephen King hates that movie. You know why? Because it overshadowed his shit book. Okay, I'm not a Stephen King fan.
I've never read the book.
Okay, the book is different than the movie.
Yeah.
Kubrick took that movie and Kubrick made that his own. Like, for me, the book's a pile of junk. For me, the movie is a masterpiece. Kubrick hid so much shit in that movie, and to just talk about how he put symbolism in his movie, I'll point out one thing here. Okay, Crazy Bitch Wendy. Okay, at the beginning of the movie, when Crazy Bitch Wendy walks into the little red rum's room, this is before they got to the fucking, the fucking place on the mountain. Before they even got there, a psychiatrist came over to the house, and her and Wendy went into Danny's room. That's awesome. Went into Danny's room. Okay, it takes someone who looks for symbolism to find this. When she opens up the door to go into his room, the outfit she's wearing, from her head to her toes, is the exact same outfit that a Goofy from Walt Disney is wearing, that's in the same shot. Literally, you can see her and see Goofy at the same time, and they are wearing identical clothes.
And that's why she be Goofy.
Exactly.
She Goofy.
Exactly. And that's Kubrick telling you, Wendy's a fucked up bitch. She's fucking crazy.
And nothing's wrong. She's just crazy.
She's fucking crazy. She's goofy. She's blind to the fact that her husband probably beat the fucking kid. And if you're really looking to the movie, he probably molested the kid at one point too. But
I've only seen the movie like once. So.
Yeah, exactly. You have to be so deep into that.
I want to get into
that
Kubrick.
Movie and the
I want to get into Kubrick because the only movie I haven't seen is Eyes Wide Shut, and it's really hard for me to watch Eyes Wide Shut. Like I said, I tried watching it. I think it was finally on Netflix.
Yeah.
I fucking was sitting there.
Dude, listen.
I was sitting there. I was sitting on my fucking, laying on my bed watching it on my TV. Dude, like 20 minutes in, I'm like, I just fucking fall asleep.
I totally get it because it can be a very, very boring movie.
Like, listen, I'm not a dummy either. I watch boring shit all the time. It just it failed to capture me. I don't know. I watch a lot of boring shit all the time. I listen to fucking Radiohead. Yeah. I listen to a new Radiohead and like new Radiohead. Listen, I can keep my attention attracted to things, but especially when I'm coming home after you just yelled at me all night to watch Eyes Wide Shut, and you're like, just fucking watch it. Which he does. He does that, by the way.
Oh, I just wanted to point out too, Stanley Kubrick when he died, when he had his heart attack, it was 660. I know you're not a numbers guy, but it was what was it? 600.
Oh, the numerology bullshit.
It was. He died. Listen,
Go on.
He died 666 days from the anniversary date of 2001 Space Odyssey.
600. There's only 365 days in a year.
Yeah, it's that many years though. You have to add that
666 days had passed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in numerology.
Yeah, I know you do. But it's just an interesting fact to me.
13? He's
Okay.
dead. Look at it. Oh, Satan. 12. 11. Twin Towers.
Yeah, I fucking hate those people. Sorry if you're one of those people. I fucking hate those people. I mean, come on. It's right there. Ha 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 ha.
Come on, these are the same people who fucking believe the earth is round. Dude, fucking idiots, dude. They're so sure of themselves in those videos, man. I love it. It's so funny.
Okay, so the movie's Eyes Wide Shut.
Ass wide open.
Ass Wide Open. Is actually based off of 19...
That's gotta be
If I
porn,
ever make
right?
a porn,
It's gotta already exist,
Yeah,
right?
it's got to. So it's based off a 1926 novel called The Dream Story. It's by, you're going to love this guy's last name. It's by this dude called Arthur Schnitzler. Schnitzler. Yeah, that's pretty dope.
He got
name.
bullied in school.
Yeah, fucking A right.
Hey, what's up, Shitler?
And he bought the rights. Stanley bought the rights to make this movie in 1968.
Yeah.
So it took him 30 years to. That's what I mean. This guy was an artist. It took him 30 years of working on this movie to get it to where he wanted
Well,
it.
another thing needs to be realized about artists is that, like, from the artists that I've known, is that, like, when they spend like 20 fucking hours on a single eyeball, they know every detail that they put into it. Eyes wide shut and ass wide open. Comelouder.com. Oh my fucking god. What did I fucking say? What did I say? Now we're gonna get copyright struck because I fucking said that porno's name.
Probably.
Or they owed us $100. One of the two.
So when he finally got to the point where, okay, we're gonna make this movie. I'm doing this movie. I'm gonna start shooting this fucking movie. I need some fucking actors. Of all people, who does he pick? He picks fucking Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman.
Well, I don't know how. I don't know. Nicole Kidman, I don't think it, at least at that point in time, I don't think it was very well known that she was like into some fucking weird shit. But as far as Tom Cruise goes, that's definitely that was an intentional pick. That was an intentional pick.
There is, and I'm not gonna lie, this week was a rough week, so my digging into this shit.
It's okay. Just have another drink,
was
man.
Very sloppy.
I know I'm already in my second drink. I usually only have one, but I'm having straight whiskey now. Speaking of which, Jim Beam, sponsor us because you know, this Devil's Cut is mad smooth. I can just drink this straight up and it's cool.
So, where the fuck was I?
Mads.
Oh yeah, Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman. The funny thing is he picked a married couple. He picked Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman.
Oh, because they were married. Okay.
And Tom Cruise is in his little cult there.
Yeah.
Okay. And we didn't hear stories about it. Some people probably never heard them. But stories about Nicole Kidman didn't start coming out until like the last 10, 12 years. So that was way before Eyes Wide Shut. But I didn't find a legitimate source, but it's been rumored that Stanley Kubrick, during certain meetings with Nicole Kidman, she said that Stanley told her that the world was run by pedophiles.
Huh.
And he told her some other stuff, which I find a little sketchy. Because
isn't her father like a fucking didn't he have like, wasn't he training little girls to fucking be fuck slaves?
Yeah, that's a whole nother deal there. So
he told the wrong person.
So
because she probably told her fucking overlords, and they were like, "Oh, he's got to go."
Yeah. So he picks Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman for his fucking movie, and the basis of the movie is basically Tom Cruise is a doctor. She's a nothing. She doesn't have a job. She's
like an artist or something.
She stays at home. She's a pothead, and she takes care of the kid.
Well, she also does art, right?
But
isn't she like an artist or something?
I really didn't pay attention to that. Oh. I paid attention more to the fucking symbolism.
I paid more attention to her boobs.
Yeah, they were pretty nice. So, Jesus Christ.
What do you want me to say? She was wearing that shirt, that one dress in that movie, and it was so low cut. And then you get to the part where she's like, yeah, I fucked that fucking sailor when we were on vacation. I fucked his shit. And then she's naked, smoking pot. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that's the shit, man. That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
Except for the cucking part. I didn't like that.
So he picks these two morons. And just to show you how weird Kubrick was about putting people in his movies, there's a scene in a movie where there's a bellhop. There's a bellhop at a hotel. You know what? The scene's only a couple minutes long, maybe a minute, 2 minutes long. The bellhop has a very, very limited role. I mean, a couple lines maybe he had. That was a guy named Alan Cumming. Funny last name. Funny last name. But if you Google Alan Cumming, he's got other shit out there. Kubrick made him.
Next, you're gonna tell me like one of the background actors was like fucking named fucking Alex Sugma.
No.
Alex Ligma.
Yeah. Alan Cumming. He made Alan Cumming audition.
He looks like a creep.
He made him audition 6 times. 6 times before he gave him a role that was only like 2 minutes long and had very little dialogue. 6 times. That's how precise Kubrick was about everything. And
you know, you gotta realize that when they set up those sets and they put shit in the background, they do it intentionally. There's nothing there by accident. They don't just say, just throw something together and make it look like a room. That's not how it works. That's why they get so up in arms when they accidentally find like Coke cans in the background.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's very detailed, and everything is placed out, and everything is set up in such a way, especially with someone like Kubrick. He's trying to tell you a story that,
and if it's in the
most
scene,
people aren't
if it's in the
get.
scene, he wants you to see it. He wants you to see the scene, and he wants you to see what's in the scene.
Yeah.
So, like a Goofy doll being in the background, that means something. It's not there for no reason, because you could easily shoot the scene without it.
Yeah.
So it's there for a reason. It doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
The room looks like a kid's room. The red rum room,
Yeah.
it looks like a kid's room, even without the Goofy doll.
Oh yeah.
So the Goofy doll is there for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
Whatever. Believe what you will, though, man. Whatever. Believe whatever you want. Fine. No, just think it's all just a crazy conspiracy. Whatever.
So, Eyes Wide Shut kind of starts. Give you a quick rundown of the movie here. Kind of starts him and his wife. They're trying to fit in with New York elite people. They go to this big Christmas soiree.
Yeah.
And you got all these elites there. And one of them even tries to bang Nicole Kidman.
Yeah. And she teases him.
Yeah. She teases
for like
him.
15 minutes straight.
And then Tom, he has to go save a half dead hooker.
Yeah, and that's where it starts getting into the idea of people in power are fucked up.
Yeah.
Because the guy was like, listen, don't tell my wife.
Yeah.
And everything. He's like, but make sure she'll be okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, and then I think doesn't he give him money, too? Does he give him money?
No, I don't think he gives him money.
Oh.
I don't think he gives him money.
I thought he'd give him money, but
yeah. But oh my God, it's... And the movie itself it's about just the way people with money are, the way they act. And at the end, it culminates with the big orgy. Yeah. It's this big party, this big orgy. It's fucking dark. It's fucking creepy. Everyone wears masks. They got this
it's satanic. Yeah.
There's satanic shit going on. Tom Cruise goes there. He ain't supposed to be there.
And to be fair, this is before the whole like politicians are Luciferians thing was a big thing.
Yeah.
This was before, because that's a new thing.
Yeah.
I've come to know that's kind of a newer thing. That's been like the last like decade or so, where people have been like, they're Luciferians. I'm sure there have been people before that, but it wasn't popularized. Now it's like you got a whole community of people who think that politicians are fucking Luciferians. And then you had in the year 2000, Alex Jones. He went to fucking the Bohemian Grove,
yeah,
which is some Eyes Wide Shut shit. He caught them on camera doing some Eyes Wide Shut shit, wearing fucking masks and robes and reenacting a fucking sacrifice. And that's some Eyes Wide Shut shit.
Speaking of Eyes Wide Shut shit, December 12th, 1972, there was this thing held by Marie Helena de Rothschild. It was called the Surrealist Ball. Remember the pictures? For you those who don't know, on a previous episode, we talked about the pictures. You can just go online and Google Rothschild's party, leak photos, whatever the fuck you want, and you get some pretty freaky fucking pictures.
Well, for to be fair, it is called a Surrealist Party.
I guess. I guess you're
well,
right.
Surrealism's always been weird. I'll give them that much, is that if they were trying to hide something, that's the perfect title to use. Because Surrealism, ever since the dawn of Surrealism, has been weird. Like, look at guys like Salvador Dali, who made art.
Yeah, Salvador Dali. Matter of fact, he was at this party.
Well, that's because he was a massive surrealist. You should see some of his art other than melting clocks and shit like that. It's some weird shit.
Yeah, he was at this joint. It was held in some town in France. I don't know the fucking name. I can't say it. I'm not going to attempt to. Croissant.
Yes, that town. I love that town. They have excellent coffee.
It was in France, and the requirements were the men had to wear black ties, women had to wear long dresses, and y'all had to have a surrealist head. So when you look at the pictures, you see some pretty fucked up shit.
Sounds pretty fun, honestly.
Matter of fact,
sounds like something I'd love.
Audrey Hepburn was there, and she was one of the multiple of women that had bird cages around her head. Now, bird cages, if you know anything about MK Ultra, mind control, anything like that, the bird cage relates to that.
You know what's
basically
weird about that?
They're saying, I'm your slave.
You know what's funny about
I'm your
that?
kitten.
There was a scene with fucking what's his face? The guy from National Treasure. Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
He has a scene where he has a cage on his head and he's getting attacked by bees. And he's like, "No, not the bees!"
Oh, Jesus. So they had this
off
party.
topic, but whatever.
They had this party there, and the invitations. Hepburn, she shared her invitation, and the invitation was written backwards. You actually had to hold it up to a mirror to read what it said. Yeah. And if you look at the pictures, there's some freaky pictures, like baby dolls with missing arms and legs spread out on tables. Did you ever see Katy Perry's Bon Appetit video?
Oh,
It borders that, and it borders Abramovich style shit.
Yeah, the spirit cooking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems like a party I wouldn't want to go to. Maybe it's because I don't have money, so I don't fucking get it.
Well,
But-
on the surface level, when you tell me it's a surrealist party, I was more or less assuming it was going to be like an artsy thing where everybody has to dress up and it's weird and it's fun. But then you started telling me that there's baby limbs and stuff.
There was actually one of the things on the menu was sirloin.
Okay.
Okay, but it wasn't spelt sirloin.
Okay.
It was spelt sirloin,
Yeah.
as if it was a man
Yeah.
you were eating.
Mm.
Yeah.
You see, that's when it
It's-
starts getting dark and kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah. And there's the theory out there that Kubrick, being who he was, somehow he was able to dance around through all this. He got to go to these things. He got to see this stuff. But they kind of left him alone. He really wasn't part of it, but he got to
Well,
part.
I have a theory about that. I
You know.
think that's because he knew things and they wanted to make sure he'd stay quiet. So they left him alone.
Something. He was left alone, but he was able to know about this shit. Dude, I don't even know where we are. We're just fucking talking.
If you want my opinion about Stanley Kubrick, if we're gonna go into conspiracies, I think he had access to some information. He made some movies. I think he put the nail in his coffin when he made Eyes Wide Shut.
See, and a lot of people believe that.
And I think because I think he had to deal with Hollywood, basically, Hollywood people and those kind of people, that crowd.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you can make movies, you can do weird shit, you can be a part of us. You don't have to participate. You know our shit as long as you don't fucking say anything. And I think him making Eyes Wide Shut was him saying something, and then they were like, okay, we need to make him fucking shut up. He needs to shut up before people start finding shit out.
Yeah,
Which ultimately they still failed at, because I think ever since Eyes Wide Shut came out,
We're sitting here talking about them.
well, I mean, like, look at it. Like, I think Eyes Wide Shut, I think that was also like a catalyst for people to be like, rich people are kind of weird, huh?
Oh yeah, because I may be fucking crazy or what, but I totally believe the whole Eyes Wide Shut thing. I believe that's real. I believe that's what these people do.
In retrospect, definitely. After finding out about like all these child sex rings and these people who are getting cracked down and like the MS-13 shit that's strewn into it, I think it's very real now. Roman Polanski kind of shit, you know.
I think it's all real.
I think definitely in retrospect it's like, oh wow, Eyes Wide Shut was a lot more accurate than we gave it credit for at the time.
Listen, I was trying to think about this shit at work last night, because work has been shit the last week. It's been
it's been shit last like month.
Been very stressful. So
it's been bad.
My listening to stuff at night has kind of kicked down a lot, and I'm kind of running more with my own thoughts, which probably isn't a good thing. But I was thinking about the whole Eyes Wide Shut, the ending of the movie, all these pedophile rings, all this shit with these fucking Hollywood people, and now the pedivore thing has reared its head. You don't know if it's true. So much weird shit. And then I started thinking back how people must, first, people must think this is crazy. This is crazy. How can people...
I understand
They're
why.
talking about sacrificing children. They're talking about eating children. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, you know what? It's crazy. But, okay, we're humans, and
We do crazy shit.
we've been on this earth for a long time. And I know from looking at the Mayans and the Incas,
And the Middle Ages.
dude, they used to fucking chop fucking heads off.
Look, dude,
You used to
forget that. Move the
They
fucking
used to
timeline up a bit.
Dude, they
Move
Go back to fucking 1800s. We were burning bitches at the fucking
Yeah,
stake. 'cause
yeah.
they thought
Fuck
they were
yeah.
rich.
Look at the fucking Dark Ages. Dude, we used to go out in the fucking... Because people were like hermits back then. Like sometimes people were hermits, like
Yeah.
fucking female hermits. Be like, oh, well, the crops didn't grow this year. Let's go fucking kill her because she must be a witch. Let's go fucking sacrifice her.
Yeah.
And then there are people who are actually who actually did practice witchcraft and dark arts there. Because you look it up. There's a lot of old text. Just like I remember I read you the thing about the Discordians. That's an age-old, like, Dark Ages thing. The Discordians.
Yeah.
That's an age-old thing. It's funny. They're funny. They're like a funny chaos magic thing. They're like, it's supposed to be ironic. But that's age-old. And people used to actually practice shit like that. And guys like Charlemagne used to fucking find those people and kill them.
Yeah.
And burn them at the stakes. So...
Yeah. So it's like, dude, the high royalty back in those times, they were sacrificing fucking people all the time to keep their power, to keep their wealth, to keep the town going, to keep everything going. If something went wrong, let's cut a motherfucker's head off. So now we come up to today's day and age, okay? And it makes you wonder, did that really go away? As crazy as it sounds that these people did that,
It didn't.
does it still happen today?
Yeah. We know for a fact it does. Go watch. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Ow, that hurt. Anyway, look at Bohemian Grove. Listen, everybody, if you really want to fucking see something crazy, go watch Alex Jones break into Bohemian Grove before he was crazy.
Can you watch it anymore?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can find it. The first like half an hour is him just talking to the townsfolk and then being like, yeah, I don't really know what happens at Bohemian Grove. Or people who being like, yeah, I work there, nothing weird happens.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then he breaks in. He literally breaks in. And then acts like he's part of the Bush family. I don't know how he got through. He managed to get through. And he has a video of him getting through.
He's Bill fucking Hicks. He can do whatever he wants.
And then... fucking eventually there must be like a waterway between the owl statue and where they were sitting videotaping it.
Yeah.
And they were across the way, maybe like 50 yards away in the bushes, and they were fucking videotaping. It was they were literally fucking reenacting a sacrifice. That's what they all had. It was a bunch of people in robes standing in rows, just standing there watching the big guy that he ended up questioning. That he went to the guy's press conference and then he called him out on it, And then
David Gergen.
Yeah, David Gergen was leading it, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't leading it. He was just there.
Oh, he was just there. Okay. Well, somebody in cult robes.
Yeah.
Cult robes. He was literally up there. He had a human effigy, and if you don't know what an effigy is, it's a fake human.
Yeah.
And they were practicing a fucking sacrifice.
It was a baby.
Yeah, it was a fake. It was a fake effigy. It wasn't a real baby. It was an effigy, and they were pretending like they were sacrificing it, and they were like, "Oh, ha, ha," you know. And I think they even said cremation of care. Didn't they?
It was. That's.
Which leads into the spirit cooking shit.
The ceremony is called the cremation of care.
Which leads into the spirit cooking because it's called cremation of care as well, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but that's different.
Crazy.
But the whole Bohemian Grove thing. So there's literally just video evidence of fucking politicians there. Just being like, we're just gonna sacrifice. Oh, I'm gonna cut this baby up. Oh, look at all this fake blood, and we're gonna light it on fire now.
And you know, it's well known. I'm not saying they cut people's heads off. It's well known that Nancy Reagan, she had an astrologer. She had her own astrologer, on duty at the fucking White House. She was so into it, especially after Reagan the assassination attempt. She really went nuts with it. And not only that, if you listen to
Reagan got weird after he got shot too.
If you listen to Nixon tapes, that's a whole story too. But if you listen to Nixon tapes, you one of the things you actually hear Nixon, it was amazing to hear a fucking sitting president say, "Let's get a hold of that soothsayer." That's what he called Gene Dixon. He wanted to know what Gene Dixon thought about a problem they were having over in Israel. He was talking to. And
then if you don't don't just look at that. Look at the whole men who stare at goats thing.
Oh yeah.
Where they had all those guys on LSD trying to fucking do some psychic projection on where things were, like secret bases, and they fucking believed it. They were like, whatever, all right. What's even more weird is that I believe that they were successful more than one time. I think they were successful a handful of times.
Yeah. So you know what? I really didn't even get into the whole fucking Ice.
And even recently, didn't I remember years ago, back when Mike was still working with us? I think I sent both of you guys a link. It was actually a transcript that got disclosed, and it was relatively recent. Of them, they hired psychics. Oh yeah. They hired psychics.
Yeah.
And they contracted fucking psychics.
They
and that was recent.
Yeah. they put a mess of our tax money into telekinesis, all that fucking shit.
And then that leads into
had the Montauk.
That leads into MK Ultra stuff too.
You got the Montauk Project. Stranger Things. There, you might as well say. Dude, it's so far out. But anyway, Eyes Wide Shut. Listen, watch the fucking movie. If you don't want to watch the movie, watch the fucking cheat notes on fucking. There's tons of YouTube's videos out there that explain everything. I'm not prepared to explain everything. I mean, because there's a lot of symbolism in that fucking movie.
Yeah.
But
not to mention, we don't want to influence your opinion. Yeah. Form your own fucking opinion. Don't be a fucking faker.
But like I said, it's weird he picked Tom Cruise, who's in a fucking cult. I don't care what you say. He's in a cult. And he picked Nicole Kidman. Now, Nicole Kidman. Her dad, her father, Anthony. You know what? I don't even know if it's Anthony or Antony. I don't know.
Antoine.
Yeah, we'll call him Antoine Kidman. Antoine Kidman. Actually, Nicole Kidman, she wasn't even born in Australia. I didn't know this. She was actually born in Hawaii, probably down the street from Barack Obama. I don't know. So she was born in Hawaii in 1967. That puts her... Yo, that bitch is 50... Is that 51? 51? Is she 51? If she was born in... Do the math. I don't fucking know math.
What's year?
She was born in 1960. Me and you, shut up. We're not good with math.
I'll do it in my head right now. Give it to me.
8! She was 8! Or no, 13! Yeah.
19 what?
She was born in 1967. That puts her...
51.
Holy shit, she's 51.
She was 51.
Holy shit.
She's hot.
Okay, so she was born in Hawaii, but then they moved to fucking, Aussie world. which some people say Australia don't exist. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
one.
it doesn't real. It's not real. Australia is not real. My friend out there I don't know if she listens or not, but friend from Australia that likes movies and hates dogma.
Yeah.
Your country's not real. I don't know where the fuck you're from, but
What the fuck?
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, so you have Nicole Kidman's father. This is why I think Stanley Kubrick wanted Nicole Kidman in this film. This is my personal opinion. You don't have to listen to me.
Oh wow, we've been talking for 55 minutes.
Oh, I believe it because I'm just fucking.
Yeah, I lost
rambling
track.
on.
I lost track. Holy shit.
So her father, he not only was he a biochemist,
Yeah.
he was a psychologist, a well-known psychologist too.
Which is funny. That leads into the MK Ultra stuff, doesn't it?
So good. He was so good. Not only did he do that shit over in Australia, he actually came to the United States before Nicole Kidman was born in the early 60s, mid to early 60s. He worked at a place in Washington, D.C., St. Elizabeth Hospital. Now, if you know anything about St. Elizabeth Hospital in Washington, D.C. back in the 60s, basically it was a psych ward.
Yeah.
Okay? A lot of crazies there.
Mhm.
So basically he got to go there and play with crazies. Okay? And St. Elizabeth Hospital is one of the hospitals that's always mentioned in the MK Ultra project.
Just like there's a lot of hot spots, just like Manson's
Yeah.
prison.
But not only that, he was there for multiple years, and then he went back to Australia and continued work over there. So you could kind of say, hey, maybe he took the MK Ultra shit he fucking learned there and took it to fucking Australia.
Well, isn't he a refuge? Isn't he a fugitive right now?
No, he's fucking dead.
Oh, wasn't he a fugitive at
He
one
was
point?
he was a fugitive until that's another funny story. He was in where the fuck did he die? He died in Singapore. He died in Singapore. He was there visiting Nicole Kidman's sister, his other daughter. It's only them two. And it's funny because when I was looking up reports from when he died, they were all different. I saw reports that he died of a heart attack in a restaurant. I saw reports he died because he fell.
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
So I don't even know how he died. I don't even know how he died. I don't know if he died in a heart attack. I don't know if he fucking fell. I don't know.
Died from a heart attack after he fell.
I don't know. But the reason
Autoerotic asphyxiation.
But the reason he was in Singapore is because of this lady Fiona, what a name, Fiona Barnett. Fiona Barnett.
I like Fiona from Shrek.
All right, Fiona Barnett. She's Australia.
All right.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Oh yeah, you fuck can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
you gonna fucking bomb some ciggies. Yeah, fuck off.
Okay.
I gotta go fucking to Centrelink and get my fucking money from government. I might.
So Fiona Barnett is an Australian woman, and she alleges that she was part until she was 15 years old. She was part of a pedophile ring over in Australia. Dude, some of her stories are off the fucking
Well, didn't she
wall.
say that Nicole Kidman even helped with it and shit? Was that the lady that
Yeah.
said Nicole Kidman actually helped with the fucking
Yeah.
torture?
Yeah. Fucking, some of her stories are fucking off the wall. But,
Well, why was that guy a fugitive again?
okay, that's what I'm going to tell you right now. Okay. So, she claimed that he was part, Antoine, we'll call him Antoine.
Anthony Weiner. Antoine.
Anthony.
Lines drawn.
Anthony Bourdain.
You're fucking me all up here now.
Okay, go on.
Mr. Kidman, Nicole's father, at the time of his death, was under investigation by the NSW, which is I believe is the North South
Wales.
Yeah, North South Wales Healthcare Complaint Commission.
New South Wales, I'm sorry.
Or New South Wales.
My bad.
Okay, so he was under investigation. The Healthcare Complaint Commission. He was also under investigation from the Psychology Council of North South Wales.
New South Wales.
Or New South Wales, sorry. And he was also under investigation by the Royal Commission into... What the fuck did I... into child abuse.
Okay.
And he was also under investigation by the New South Wales Police Department. So that motherfucker got on a plane and went to see his daughter in Singapore. And then, boof, he died. So, I don't know. Nothing ever came out of it. This woman, excuse me.
He farted. Haha, funny. Everybody clap.
This woman
Shut up, we're clapping.
This woman is still going with this shit, even though, he's dead. She started this shit, the Fiona Barnett, she started this shit in 1986. Government agencies didn't respond to her until 2008.
Wow.
Yeah. And then after they responded to her, then she named Mr. Kidman, Nicole Kidman's father, as one of the people.
So she wasn't even targeting him per se.
No. It didn't start out with him.
No.
It was once the ball got rolling.
And names started getting dropped.
Boof. She threw his fucking name in, yeah.
So it wasn't a cash grab.
Yeah. And funny thing about Antoine Kidman, whatever the fuck his name is.
You know who I think is MK Ultra? Daniel Johns.
Wow.
Go on.
So Kidman's fucking key area of interest in his profession was mental health issues of young Australians.
Why specifically?
He specifically dealt with youth.
And Australians. What the fuck? Why can't he help me?
Beyond help.
True.
So
that's true.
So can I sit here and say Nicole Kidman's father was a fucking pedophile?
You can say whatever you want.
It's America.
And
actually, no, you can't. Technically, you
groomed
can't.
Kittens, because that's what they called MK Ultra. That's what they called the kittens.
That's also what you call when you're a dom. When you got like your girlfriend and she likes being the sub, you call her your little kitten.
Wow. Wow. I've had too much to drink.
Does that mean that I'm a MK Ultra
Mike,
agent?
Can you just pour a little bit in there? Just a little. Like a shot.
Yeah, fill it up like halfway.
No. Like a shot's worth. My fucking words are all over the place. And I'm all over.
That's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's like a shot and a half.
Yeah. And I don't know if this episode's going to make fucking sense at all. I don't know. I'm just telling you shit. Go look it up.
Side note, dude, my alcohol fucking tolerance has definitely gone up. I am not even drunk. I'm not even buzzed right now. And I filled this. I filled my shit up halfway. What the fuck, man?
So, this guy could have been involved in the pedophilia shit. And if you look up this woman, Fiona Barnett, on YouTube, dude, some of her stories are fucking horrific. They're fucking horrific, man. Like, and she said several times Nicole Kidman was there. She was around.
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
I kind of want Nicole Kidman to torture me.
This is why I believe Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise were tapped to be in this movie. I think they were just like in the movie The Shining, when crazy bitch walks through the door and there's the goofy character and they're dressed the same. Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise are that goofy doll. They are actually a prop in this fucking movie.
They're not. He's not saying that they're stupid. But they're used. They're being used as a message. Like this is all about MK Ultra and cults.
Yeah.
This is all MK Ultra and cults. Like crazy shit and fucking people who fucking control your mind.
And you said before about how.
That makes sense. I can see it.
And you said before, this is only the last couple, to say 10 years. We as the public, we're learning about Nicole Kidman's father and shit like that. But now, if these groups are so entrenched with their rings, their cultists, all that shit, someone like Stanley Kubrick, he would have already known. Yeah. Did you want to say something? No. I thought you wanted to say something. He would have already known. Now, okay, one more thing here about Nicole Kidman. Okay.
These are all topics I already know a lot about, so I didn't even have to do prior research. So,
okay, one of Nicole Kidman's first breaks. Well, she had a couple. Over in Australia, she had small time shit going on, TV shows.
I fucking love Nicole Kidman.
But she never. It took a while to break into Hollywood.
Yeah.
A lot of people say her big break was actually Days of Thunder. Yeah, that was before they got married. And then after that, she became we'll say household. I'm doing the thing with the fingers.
Household name.
Yeah. But in 1989, she did this movie called Dead Calm. I don't know. I never seen it.
That's one letter away from being something really fucked up.
Yeah.
Dead Calm.
Well, the movie's called Dead Calm, and I'm gonna need help with this last name. She got that movie. She got that role.
From Dan Schneider. Wow.
Wow. No, she
got it for feet pics.
She got that movie with the help of a woman called Liz. Now, or Elizabeth. Liz or Elizabeth. This last name is Mullinar. Mullinar? Sound right?
I guess, yeah.
Liz or Elizabeth Mullinar?
Yeah, I guess.
She was a casting director. She's Australian. She was over in Australia there. And she helped out a lot of Australian actors and actresses come up and break into the Hollywood world. She actually... what the fuck? My notes are terrible. She actually she helped out on the early careers of I don't know who Jeffrey Rush is. I don't know if you guys know.
He's
I'm not good with names, man.
From Pirates of the Caribbean.
Really? Get the fuck out. Well, this Liz fucking helped him out. She also helped out.
Wait, who's Jeffrey Rush? Or John?
Yeah, Jeffrey Rush.
Who's that?
He's Barbosa from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He didn't even have to change his accent because all those Pirates of the Caribbean guys are Australian for some reason.
Yeah, right.
Why? They're in the Caribbean.
So she helped him out, and she helped these people out when they were young. Helped them get into the whole acting gig. And she helped out Kate Blanchett. And
heard of her.
Yeah,
I'm bad with names.
Yeah.
If you list names, I'm not going to remember.
And she was a really, really, really big help to Nicole Kidman. I think Nicole Kidman, at one point she said, she probably wouldn't have a career if it wasn't for Liz Mullinar. I hope I'm saying that.
Liz Moeller, as in Mueller, as in the one that's doing the investigations. Code's been cracked.
Yeah. So, funny thing about Liz Mullinar, she helped with the actors there. She was a film casting consultant. She was a film caster. Big help to Nicole Kidman. Like, propelled her career. Like, Nicole took her under her wings. She's also the co-founder of the Mayamari Healing Center. It's
that sounds like a creepy place.
Proponent of belief in recovered memories for the widespread practice of satanical ritual abuse. Huh.
I'm sorry, what?
Huh.
Can you say that one more time?
Okay.
Because it went over my head a little bit.
Here, let me get it all this time. See if I can read it. She's the co-founder of the MAYUMARRI
Okay.
Malyamari Healing Center.
Mm-hmm.
They're proponents of the belief in recovered memories. They advocate for belief in widespread practice of satanic ritual abuse.
So they support ritual abuse. Or they're anti-ritual
They
abuse.
try to help people.
Who suffered from Satanism.
They suffer people. Her organization takes in people and children that get pulled out of sex rings, and they try to heal them back to health.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see what I'm saying here? And this is the woman that propelled Nicole Kidman's career.
So you're saying that's like the deer checkpoint kinda.
It's kind of weird that, you got some woman saying that Nicole Kidman's father is into this freaky shit.
MK
Everyone's
Ultra.
saying no.
And then you're talking about memory reclamation.
Yeah, and
which
then
is that's one of the things about MK Ultra is that you lose your memories.
Yeah. And then you got the person who propelled Nicole Kidman's career. She happens to invite people in her home that were MK Ultra'd and that were caught in sex rings and blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of fucking weird. And now you can find all this shit out. You can find it out. I'm not making it up. You just go online. You search Liz, Mullinar. If I spelled that right, I don't fucking know. But, so it's just kind of weird. And I think that's why Stanley Kubrick fucking picked this motherfucking bitch. Because she's a crazy bitch. Because her daddy probably banged her in the pie hole. And hoard her out to other guys. That's what they fucking do in these fucking things. Hell, this one woman here, she said that they used to fucking strip the kids naked and they'd hunt them. They'd hunt them. Fucking shoot them.
Manhunts.
Yeah.
That's the most dangerous game shit right there. Except for the game's not dangerous
what the fuck,
anymore.
Dude? Is this shit fucking real? I want to fucking know.
Why do you want to know?
Because we need to fucking take these fuckers out if they're doing this shit.
No, you know what? I'm on to you, bro. You want to be part of it, don't you?
Know what I want to do? I want to strip fucking politicians down naked.
And hunt them?
Send them out in the fucking woods.
The ones that survive are the strong ones.
And I don't want to use rifles. I want to use bows.
Ah, that's too hard.
Yeah, it's got to hurt more, though.
Yeah, getting a bow stuck in you is more deadly than getting shot by a bullet, I reckon. A lot of people would probably argue
Did you
against
just say
that.
I reckon, John Wayne?
I say I reckon a lot. You know I say it.
I reckon the pussy.
Don't ha ha. It sounds something like this. Anyway, I say I reckon a lot.
I just want to apologize to everyone. This episode is so fucking sloppy.
It's a good episode so far. I like
It's
it.
fucking sloppy as shit.
Yeah, but I like it.
I'm bad shit fucking drunk here. I only had like fucking a drink and a half.
I was gonna say, how are you drunk, dude?
I don't drink anymore. I just drink when we do this.
Yeah, but we drink it. So do I. But I've been. My tolerance has been going back up.
Well, he's fucking 900 years old.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Anyway, dude, don't you hear me? I say, when we're at work, I say, when I say whatever, I'll be like, yeah, I reckon that we have to get the shit done. I don't know. You know what I mean? I say it all the time. I can't believe you're pointing it out right now.
I'm just checking out Twitters.
Anyway, yeah. So I lost track because you made fun of my speech. Oh yeah, I reckon that a bow does more damage to you than a fucking gunshot does, because it gets stuck in you, and if you pull it out, you completely fuck your shit up. Because of the arrowheads.
Yeah.
It completely fucks your shit up. If you try to pull it out, you're fucked up. The fact that it just went through you will fuck you up. Whereas a bullet, even if it breaks up inside of you, it's not the end of the world. Whereas if you get shot by a bow and it's stuck in you, you're fucked. Like if it has a hunting arrow tip. Like in fact, I even think that certain hunting bows at a certain poundage can actually, I think they can even pierce Kevlar. I've seen high, like 60 poundage, like compound bows go through Kevlar with hunting tips. So, I guess that's the positives of having more mass behind your projectile.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry, I went off topic. I was just saying,
dude.
I've done research about that myself.
Listen, I don't even know what the fucking topic is right now. Okay.
I was just talking about my own thing because if you guys don't know anything about me, I'll tell you I'm big into guns and. Do
you want to go?
Stuff
You
like
want
that.
to go live on fucking Twitters?
Go ahead. I kind of look like shit and I'm sweaty, but okay.
Okay.
But
Man,
continue.
You just like shit all over his dream right now.
Yeah, whatever, man.
He was all ready to put you on Twitter.
How do I fucking reverse this again? I every time I fucking do this. Double tap. What's the exploding, dude? Every time we do you hear that?
The fuck are you talking about?
There's something going on upstairs. I think
Oh,
it's upstairs. I don't know.
is there something exploding upstairs?
No, there's someone setting off fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's outside.
Fucking ruining our podcast. Stupid rednecks.
Okay.
But continue. Where did you leave off, man?
Dude, I don't even know.
Well, we talked about MK Ultra. We talked about Kubrick. What else do you want? You want to talk about something else?
No, I don't know.
Wow. Just fucking wow. Well, we're an hour 16 in.
Is
So-
that it? We still got to go live here. We're gonna go.
Go ahead, go live.
We're gonna Periscope. Well, I have it pointing at me right now. So
What the hell else was on the list?
why are we taking our headphones off and shit?
I'm not taking my headphones off. I'm putting them back
I
on
had-
in like
I
a
had
second.
take mine off to listen to whatever the fuck that noise was. I don't know. What the hell else was on the list of things that we can't say because it'll make your mic cut out?
I don't know. I don't know.
Let's go to the tweet.
I'm not sure. James just gave up now and he's fucking playing guitar. He's like, fuck it, I'm done.
I'm
done.
I'm just tiddling around because we're hit. I think because you just said we kind of hit everything, didn't we?
I guess.
Well, no. Do you have any more notes or no? Did you run out of notes?
I can't even see him now.
Eyes Wide Shut, Kubrick, pedophile rings.
Did we talk about the pedophile rings? We didn't talk very much about them, did we?
No, I
You
guess
just
not.
you just looked at me like you just looked at me like you had Down syndrome. You looked like you had Down syndrome for a second. You had like your mouth.
You look like
You had your mouth open. You looked like a curious you looked like a
You-
curious mentally handicapped dude.
you
were
looked
like,
at him like for a second. You were like, "Oh my god, did we talk about him? I don't know."
No, to me it looked like he looked like he had Down syndrome for a second. Because your mouth. Have you ever seen like where they pull their chin in? They're like,
Okay, here we go.
that's kind of what you look like, man. No offense.
Ready to go live?
Go ahead, go.
We got like over 1,000 people following us.
Okay,
Oh
cool.
shit, I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
That'd be kind of cool if we had 1,000 people watching.
Okay, so so we're live right now. We're recording our episode. What episode is
This
this?
is episode 17.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Only 17.
That's 17 weeks, to be fair.
Yeah, it is. And James has given up on this episode, and he's
No,
playing
I
guitar
fucking
now.
haven't.
So we just got done. We were talking about Stanley Kubrick.
Mhm.
We were talking about the movie Eyes Wide Shut.
Yep.
And we were talking about Nicole Kidman. And now James is playing the Steel Panther song on guitar because he totally gave up on this episode.
No, I'm
because
here. I'm
it
still
turned-
talking.
It turned into complete debacle. Oh, I can't even say it.
And to a complete debacle, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
As you can see,
well, no, I think we're
the
hitting.
glass is like empty here.
Yeah.
What's tonight's meal?
Well, we've always had this.
Little
It's
Jim
Devil's
Beam.
Cut.
Devil cut.
It's a
there.
45% alcohol. So.
That's Fake Jaime, Jesus Mike, whatever the hell his name is.
Hey, I'm James Little Hands Haldeman.
Yeah. It's pretty funny because my guitar there, it has a sticker on it that says vote for Pedro.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
voted for Pedro last
So.
election, so.
So here we are, we're live. We got no one watching, by the way,
That's good.
which is, what is it? Like
1,000 followers. No.
1,000 followers. Everyone's busy. They're on the Trump train.
Just shoveling the coal in right now. It's got to go faster.
Are you on? Well, there was one person. They gave up. They gave up.
Fuck this shit. Why are we following this person again?
Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm just diddling around because I figure we're at the end. I mean, we kind of hit everything, didn't we?
If we're at the end, you have some story you want to tell us about?
Yeah, you got to tell us a story that you were saving. Something about Facebook?
About your Facebook? You don't even remember it now.
Because you said you were going to save it for the podcast. You're looking at me like you have Down syndrome again, dude.
I don't know. There's something about you said you went on
You
your
lost the twinkle in your eye.
You went on your Facebook for the first time?
Oh, yeah. With all the stuff with the podcast and the Twitters and the Instagram, James is supposed to be taking care of that he doesn't take care of, and the Facebook, I really don't go on my normal Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
I don't go on my normal Twitter anymore. I'm always on this. I'm always on the train here. I'm always on this train, and so I actually went on my personal Facebook yesterday, and
I noticed you posted a couple things. Yeah.
This fellow I went to school with, so I guess he's the same age as me, 755. He posted the stupidest shit. Like I would never post anything like this. He posted a video to a song, and he's like, still one of my all-time favorite songs in the whole world. And you're not gonna believe what it was. Take a guess.
Creep by Radiohead.
No, even worse.
Amber by 311.
Wow.
Fucking rains down in Africa. What the fuck
No.
is that from?
Are you saying that? Are you saying that Africa by Toto is a bad song?
There we go.
It was Limp Bizkit, Rolling.
No,
Dude.
no. Don't do that.
How you gonna choose Rolling out of all of them?
I almost pissed.
That's like the worst one too. It's
I
definitely
almost
the worst
pissed
one.
myself. Literally, I almost pissed myself. It's like, why would you tell people that? Like, if that was your favorite song, why would you tell people that?
Let's look over the fact that we somehow slipped a Limp Bizkit reference into every fucking episode of the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, but why would you tell people that? I don't know. That was just funny to me, and I wanted to share that. How are we doing on Facebook? I haven't been able to check it out lately. Are we doing good?
I don't think we've got too many since last week.
No offense, dude. Whenever I play this guitar, I feel really grateful that I have my Epiphone.
Oh, that guitar's a piece of shit, Holmes. You thank my ex-wife for that.
386 people like this page. 389 follow it.
Huh.
Thanks for those 3 that follow but don't like, I guess.
Wow.
Oh, I fucked it up.
It doesn't matter because no one's watching.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Here, see? See the little thing down there?
It says 0.
Yeah, it
West
says
Side.
0.
I see.
Some epic train we're on.
Hold on, I'll play the most popular song ever. I'll play it really bad too.
That's terrible, dude.
Hell yeah. Well, you know I know how to actually play the song. I'm playing it bad on fucking purpose. Smoke on the water.
So we talked about the Alex Jones. Hey, do you want to talk about the airplane guy?
Oh, dude, Sky King. I fucking love Sky
Is
King.
that what they're calling him? Sky
King.
In
Dude.
the meme world, yeah.
If you guys don't know, okay, Sky King. Basically, this guy, his name was Richard. He worked at a fucking airport in fucking Alaska, right? And he was a fucking bagger. A lot of people are calling him a mechanic. No, he was a bagger.
Yeah, that's what I heard. He was a mechanic.
No, he's a bagger. He's a bagger,
He actually
and
made YouTube videos him being a bagger.
Yeah, and he
They
had
showed some of them on.
Yeah, he had some where he was
night.
saying like, my job, I get to see some pretty cool things sometimes. That's what he said. He was a really optimistic guy.
He's probably got tons of views.
Now he does.
Now he does.
Yeah, now he does.
Well, anyway,
is that what we have to do? Is that one of us have to fucking steal
that's
a fucking
fucked up.
plane?
That's fucked up.
We'll draw fucking straws. See who's gonna fucking do this.
Where are we gonna get them from? They're illegal now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We can't draw straws in fucking California.
Yeah, we can only draw paper straws. Sorry.
Yeah.
But single serve paper straws in plastic wrap. But whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. So basically, this guy, he worked at the Alaskan airport. He was a bagger, and he'd been working there for like 3 years. And from what I understand, what they're thinking happened is that he was due for a promotion, and he didn't get it because of the minority. You know how you have a minority quota. He actually lost it because of a minority quota.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, and he was working there for 3 years, and apparently he was a rather diligent worker. So I think that might have been why he got upset. And
Jesus Christ.
and
man.
and so, but he
Dude,
apparently.
that's a big fucking jump though. From man, I didn't get my promotion. I better go steal this fucking plane.
Well, here, hold on. Let me read you the post that I
Did
sent.
he say if he played GTA at all? Is it?
A lot of people were comparing it to that.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, here, I'll read this post. I'm in a group called Implying We Can Discuss Weapons. It's like a gun group.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy posted about this, and I sent this to Jake because I thought it was rather insightful.
Yeah.
What this guy posted. His name is Eric Sturm, and hopefully you don't mind me calling you out here. But he posted in the group. He said, I want to talk about this because this is more than just some dude who stole a plane, LMAO. Richard Sky King Russell, that's his fucking nickname, is the spirit of every person alive today in the West who has that feeling of hopelessness and lack of purpose, where one has no choice but to serve the machine and be extracted for their worth before they are discarded, with the only thing to show for their toils the benefit of others' bank accounts. No personal achievement, no fulfillment of not even being alive. But he made it. He got out. In a final act of glorious rebellion, he slipped the surly bonds of earth and the crushing weight of the 21st century and took for himself the greatest freedom man has ever known. His last moments spent living man's oldest dream, completely, utterly free. He soared through the skies, put out his hands, and touched the face of God. He is without question a folk hero on par with the greatest. It is to me, unironically, one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And I agree. I actually agree. This guy's my hero right now.
Yo, can you ask that dude what kind of drugs he's on? Because I'd like some of them.
What, the guy that made that post? Yeah. Really? Because I agree with him. I think this Sky King guy, I think he's an inspiration. I'm not saying to go out and kill yourself, but steal a fucking plane, but no, seriously, I know we're laughing. This is serious.
I totally
this is
get
serious.
Listen.
This is serious. I'm serious Jimmy right now.
Listen, I totally get what you're saying.
I'm serious Jimmy right now. We all have that moment where we say, you know what? Why the fuck am I doing this?
Yeah,
where we say, I'm just gonna fucking do whatever I want. But you know what we always do? We practice fucking self-control. We say, no, we have to fucking work. We need money. We can't do that. We can't fuck everybody else around us. He said, fuck it. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be fucking free. And he fucking went on the fucking plane, somehow figured out how to take off. He was doing barrel rolls and fucking tricks out in this fucking sky. Then he didn't want to hurt anybody. He didn't want to hurt anybody, and he didn't want to land and get arrested. So he's like, fuck it. I guess I'm just going to crash on this remote island where there's nobody fucking living here. And that's how he went out. Imagine having that kind of fucking freedom, man. I have nothing but respect for him. Because he more or less dictated his life. He really did become the Sky King. Because that was his fucking life. His life was shit. I understand how he fucking feels.
I get it. I totally get it.
My favorite part of it was the first two things I seen about it that night when it was happening were on Twitter, and the first one was they were both two random people's videos uploaded. And the first one, the guy was just like, what the fuck is that plane doing over there?
Yeah, I've seen that.
There's another video of him doing a barrel roll and almost crashing into the water.
That one was awesome.
There's another one. It was like a minute straight of just this woman going, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy.
Yeah.
And like she's turning while it's going, and that's all she was saying. Holy shit, holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, there's actually voice transcripts of him and actually his actual voice. You guys should listen to him because he didn't even sound depressed.
Yeah.
He sounded like somebody who was just fucking sick of the shit, and he sounded, dude. You know what? He sounded like one of us.
Yeah,
I heard the part there where he was like, "There's a lot of people that love me, and they're gonna be very disappointed in this."
And I would just wanted to take a moment to apologize. So. I don't know. You guys are laughing. I thought.
I'm not. I don't. Listen. I don't know.
I think it was touching.
I don't know how
I thought
else
it was a
to
touching
react
Touch
to
the
this.
fucking ground with them.
Okay.
Well, I thought it was a.
I know. See, you want me to get emotional?
I'm not saying get emotional.
We just went from Nicole Kidman being in like a pedophile ring.
No, I'm not saying get emotional. In fact, you guys,
the fucking Sky King.
I don't give a fuck.
The guy has a name already.
The guy. Well, I'm saying like you guys don't have to give a fuck. I'm not saying give a fuck. But I'm just saying, for me personally, I just relate to the guy. I fucking understand. I've felt that feeling so fucking many times.
You're absolutely right. I understand.
And it's just, but he's done it. He fucking went and did something with it. I mean, I'm not saying that you should. There's better ways to fucking do it, for sure. But the fact that he just said, fuck it, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. I'm going to be a fucking free man. I'm going to own the fucking skies, bitch.
I'm going to be a fucking pilot for an hour.
Goddamn right.
Half an hour.
And I'm not gonna let them arrest me. I'm not gonna let them fucking shoot me down. That was like, and that's like that's the most respectable fucking thing I've ever seen. The guy's a fucking, in my books, a fucking hero in a way. In a way, he's a hero. He speaks testaments about how people like us fucking feel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're right. I dig what you're saying.
I don't know. That's just me.
It's just. Sometimes the way we put shit, it's funny.
I know.
I also thought it was funny that it showed nothing has changed since 9/11. Dude,
well, to be fair, he had security clearance.
But when they talked about it, a little I heard on the news last night, it was like they flew 2 F-16s out there at the speed of sound, and they fucking followed him around that whole time. What were they doing?
They were trying to get him to land. They didn't want him to kill himself.
Yeah, they didn't want him.
They were saving that just in case he decided to like actually crash into someone or something.
Yeah.
But he wasn't. He didn't want to. He specifically said, "I don't want to hurt no one." And in fact, the guy was kind of funny. You guys should listen to his fucking transcripts. He was actually kind of funny.
I read some of them.
You should listen to him. He's a goofy guy. He was a goofy guy.
Well, yeah,
he reminds me.
He
reminds me of one of us, dude. He seems like the kind of guy who probably sit down and fucking do the podcast. I'm not even fucking joking. You should listen to him actually talk about some of the shit. It's actually like you can find the audio clips, and honestly, some of the shit he said, and he felt really bad about what he did. He said, I'm sorry if I ruined your day. He said that to the fucking guy who was on the radio trying to negotiate with him to get to land. He said, sorry if I ruined your day. That's what he fucking said to the guy.
Wow.
That just goes to show. He was just a fucking normal 29-year-old fucking guy who was just a normal guy who just one day he said, fuck it. This shit sucks. My life sucks. I'm a broken person. He says, I guess I'm a broken person. I just didn't realize it until now. He says it. He says that. I guess I'm a broken person. I just didn't realize until now.
Wow.
That's what he said. And it's just like, damn, that's kind of fucking sad. I don't know why, but I relate to this fucking guy. And everybody on the internet who's fucking like cheering this guy on after the fact.
Yeah.
Because we all fucking know what it's like. We all fucking know. We know what we understand for some reason. I don't know why, but we understand.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I listen. I get where you're coming from.
I don't know. Maybe I'm too emotional about it. I thought the guy was a good guy, and it's a shame that it happened the way it did.
It is.
Because he seemed like a real cool guy. He seemed like a happy-go-lucky guy. He seemed like somebody who'd be my fucking friend. But he just snapped. He snapped and he said, fuck it, I'm going to do whatever I want today. And it led to him fucking crashing a plane.
Just today.
Yeah.
Huh.
And he didn't take anybody with him. He could have been a dick. He could have crashed into something. No, he decided to crash on a remote island.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
No.
Well, no, I mean, I would hate to see him fucking, smash into two buildings. All right, I don't know.
Hell, if he could do it with one plane, that'd be pretty
No.
impressive.
How long are we on now?
Hair on your nipples, zits on your box. In Oklahoma City, you're considered a fox. What you have to do for that backstage pass? 'Cause I found a poison lemon inside of your ass.
Do-do-do-do.
So come on, pretty baby, suck my balls all night. I'm hopped up on Cialis and you're high as a kite. I'm sorry.
All right, well, I'm going to end this thing. We only had one viewer.
Yeah. Thanks, one viewer. Fucking dick.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Oh, never mind. Well, we're at 1 minute 35. By the way, do you mind if we upload through your computer today? Because I just realized the problem with me not bringing my power cord is that I can't upload through my computer today.
How the fuck do... My computer's a piece of shit.
Well, you did it last time.
Oh, yeah, I did it last week. That's right.
What the fuck?
Oh, dude, it took forever.
Whatever, dude, because I don't have
Yeah.
enough. I don't have enough battery life to keep my
Okay.
computer on for that long.
All right.
So I'm just gonna keep the digital recorder here
All right.
for this week.
Okay.
I haven't played guitar in a couple weeks.
How
Alright,
do
dude, I'm
you
fucked
stop it?
I don't know. You just ruined the whole fucking video.
I don't know how the fuck you stop it.
Anyway, guys, yeah, go check out my Fortnite channel at Fortnite.com. Fortnite compilations.
Fortnite.com.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you sure you want to end
You
this?
own the whole fucking thing, huh?
Say what?
You own the whole fucking thing, huh?
Yeah, I own Fortnite.com. FortniteGamblingSkins.com. I don't own FortniteGamblingSkins.com. But look at me win $10,000 right here. Oh!
Okay, T. Martin.
Okay, Syndicate. Was it Syndicate? Was it
Yeah,
the
it
other
was,
one?
it was both of them. Yeah.
Rip.
Nothing happened to him, so whatever.
But yeah, they're still making videos and they still get a lot of views, don't they?
Yeah.
Isn't Syndicate the one that made a lot of crying videos? Wasn't he the one?
Yeah, he's made a couple.
Yeah, wherever he like completely pity partied people.
Yeah, T. Martin kind of just said, "Fuck you, whatever. You're still gonna watch my videos anyway."
Well, no, I thought Syndicate was all about making those fucking pity party videos anyway. Like, I thought, even before the whole
Figure
skin.
out how to end that video yet? Because you're looking at it.
Yeah, it ended.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess we should list all the fucking social medias now.
Yeah, we're on everything.
Okay, guys, we're bye. We're gone. We're done. Anyway, yeah, Twitter, we're at drinkingatheory.com. Or, not .com, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm sorry, we're at drinkingatheory, no spaces, no uppercases, just, if you want my Twitter, it's, I don't really post anything. I follow esports. I watch a lot of CG sports, so that's what I follow. But, I'm at Jimmy Bones, my guy. Each first letter is capital, but I don't think that matters. I think if you just look up at Jimmy Bones, my guy, it comes up anyway. So, our Instagram is at drink_and_a_theory_podcast.
That is the gayest fucking shit I've
I
ever
didn't
heard.
fucking make the name. Who made the name? Didn't Tony make the name?
Sure.
Anyway, you can find us on Facebook too. You know, it's Drinking a Theory. You know, you're gonna find it. It's gonna look just like anywhere else. You can find us on social media. We're on Stitcher, iTunes, SoundCloud, whatever you're fucking listening on. If you really like our fucking podcast, just go and spread the word to anybody who likes listening to podcasts. I'm not saying like force it on anybody. Don't be like in a conversation and be like, listen to this fucking podcast now. Sorry, guys.
And you've blown out like
That's
multiple sets of headphones.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, yeah, don't be that guy. But if somebody's like, yeah, I like listening to podcasts. I like listening to Joe Rogan and Last Podcast. I like listening to these podcasts. Yeah, I've been looking for something new though. I ran out of episodes. And be like, yeah, I listen to this podcast called Drinking a Theory. Go check them out. That would be appreciated.
Yo, what's
Your mic cut out.
awesome?
Yeah, it lasted the whole podcast until now.
What's that bitch's name that cut Trump's head off?
Kathy Griffith.
Yeah, I tweeted this to her today.
She's I don't know. Her nose might get in the way of her mouth.
What the fuck, dude?
Whatever, dude. It's at the end.
Ah,
Jake just fucking punched his mic.
ah.
Oh yeah, guys. Before I go, I want to make baby noise. I'm sorry. I just recently learned how to do baby noise, and it's so fucking funny, dude.
Dude, you just made James Gunn come in his pants.
That's our fucking pedophile security system. If you came your pants, stop listening. All right, guys. It's the fucking podcast. We'll see you later. We're Drinking a Theory. Listen to this next week. It's my topic next week. I'll fucking figure something out.
Bye.
Bye.